The polar vortex has been disrupted, sending tentacles of icy weather our way. Good morning, everybody. Took a quick run up the mountain this morning and then did the animal chores right away. I'm just trying to make the chores be chores and not be a big job in and of themselves. You know, by the way, did the chores already. That's how I want it to be instead of some big event. So I'm headed inside to eat breakfast now. And it is beautiful, about 23, 24 degrees out here. The polar vortex was disrupted, which I guess means a massive, whirling, cold air mass is now broken up, and fingers of it, like the tentacles of an octopus, are now reaching down to the south, and we're about to get hit by one of them. It's about to get cold, consistently cold. That's all I know, and that's why you don't get your trusted weather information from me here. But I know it's gonna get cold. So, time to cut some firewood and check on our oil tank. Do all the things we need to do to keep warm over the next couple weeks. The gas goes in here, and you can only put gas in here. Look, it's completely out because I ran it dry last time.
Yeah.
And there's only one type of gas you can use. All right, let's see if we can make it up here without spinning out too much. Oop, we're spinning. All right, let's see if we can get out of here. We're a little bit stuck here. Those glasses are goofy, just my safety glasses. Gotta try to get out of here now that I've got a load. Alright, guys. Alright, we got all our tools. We got our wood. Let's pull up. Let's go eat lunch. You turn the hose off, and I'll turn the fence on. And I am so hungry after working out there. Boys, are you hungry?
Move your fingers, bro.
Mom, are you hungry? Mama just worked out.
Starving.
What is this called, Brianna?
I don't know. One of our viewers told me about it. I'm just gonna call it Greek chicken.
Greek chicken.
Yeah.
Throw wood on the fire here.
Oh, please don't.
What? What about the polar vortex?
It's not happening yet.
Brianna's the real meteorologist in the family.
Way up in the atmosphere, twice the height that airplanes fly, there are air currents, and above the Arctic, there's something called the polar vortex, and it's these very cold winds that swirl around the Arctic. And sometimes warm air comes up there, and what it causes the swirl of winds to do is break and come down south, right, because they're north. You want this? And that happened. So the polar vortex is, instead of swirling and swirling like this, it's coming down south. So it brings cold winds and cold weather.
So what you're saying is soon we're going to be within the grasp of the arms of the tentacles
The polar vortex.
of the polar vortex. check how much kerosene's in our tank. You just never know how much you burn, do you? You just never know. Alrighty. That's how much we got. Not too bad. We got about half of what we had when we bought it. The big question though is it enough to get us through the polar vortex swirl? Sit down. All right, you ready? To give a quick shout out and thank you to all of our patrons on Patreon. It's been a while since I've said this. I just want to say thank you for supporting us on Patreon. You know, we don't ask people to support us on Patreon so we can raise chickens, you know, have pet chickens and keep a few pigs and raise food. The reason we ask people to support us on Patreon is because we put a ton of hours into making videos and into sharing what we have to share, sharing the encouragement not only to take on this type of lifestyle, but more importantly to take care of our families, our husbands, our wives, our kids, and to live life well. So if you want to support us on Patreon, check out the link in the description. It's really like this solid income. You know, it comes and goes some, but it's really solid compared to YouTube, which has this massive variation. I'm just afraid it's not enough to get us through this polar vortex event. It's a pretty good little bit for our afternoon with a tiny pickup truck and getting stuck in the mud for a while. We're coming down to check out the kids' little new clubhouse, they're calling it. Nice.
Mom even let us use this because she doesn't want it.
They've set up a little playhouse area with chairs and stuff in this garage building, and this just shows you the wealth of buildings we have in this place. In 3 years, I have used this building, I think once. When I dumped some potatoes in a big pile on the floor to keep them, you know, away from critters.
We used to put the dogs in here.
Oh yeah, we used to put Oreo in here occasionally when we'd go out. Oh, bring him out here. Hold him out for me.
What?
Look in there.
There's not any.
No eggs? All right, let's go.
I could maybe These ones are pretty good, right?
Brighton had to go in because he didn't have a nap today. He's worn out. So Bree took him in. I'm gonna head inside. Our day is drawing to a close. Thank you all for joining us. This has been another great day on the homestead, and we'll see you pretty soon. Oh, some other cool news. We started a batch of eggs in Grace's incubator. They're gonna be mutts. They're eggs we gathered from our own chickens, but in 3 weeks, it'll be exciting. What are you cooking for supper, girl?
I made dal for supper.
What's dal?
It's red lentils with spices. And
What does it taste like?
Wonderfulness, but I also sneak veggies in. I usually put a ton of carrots in there because they kind of look like the lentils whenever they're cooked, and then a bunch of cauliflower.
They're foggy.
It's that help at all?
Yes.
And then I'm making tallow balm for brightened skin.
Say that again, tallow balm.
Tallow balm, yeah. I buy this like totally organic grass-fed beef tallow. It's already been rendered off of Etsy. And then I make homemade tallow balm, and it, like, to buy it would be like $60 for a little container, but to make it, it just cost me a few dollars.
Cool.
For that, like if I was to make that same size container.
Right.
But I make a lot more. It's the best thing I've found for his skin. So I make a witch tallow balm, and I put frankincense in it, and it seems to really help his skin.
Cool.
Yep, I love it. I just got my new order of tallow in.
Bye bye, done.
So making some more.